Alright guys, and how's everybody doing today? Today we are going to be playing a game called Banished, much like a game we've previously played on the series called Dawn of Man. This is kind of a game where we take a god view over top of everybody in the game and pretty much just build a civilization and try to survive. So without any further ado, we will jump into a new game. Go ahead and set it all up. Let's do... we'll go with large. This actually seems pretty good. Let's go ahead. Alright, so, houses and homes, let's go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and grab ourselves a nice little wooden house. Hold on. 1 second. Let's go ahead and try to remember how to do this. Hiya. Oops. Running around. I'm trying to remember exactly how everything functions in this game. How do I switch you? Okay, there we go. Go ahead and do that. Storage and markets. What's this? Stone is low. That's fine. That makes sense. Alright, well... So the good thing is that at this point in time, we are going to be able to just kind of start slowly building up our community. No, I haven't really been talking that much in the last couple minutes. Kind of just been focused on trying to get everybody started that we possibly can. The herbalist, we will kind of put away from the city a little bit, just so that way we don't have a complete conflict, at least for right now, because she will have to be somebody that is away. And we will build this. All right. So pretty much what we're doing here, just to give a little update and a recap of what I've done without really saying too much here in the first episode, is pretty much I set up a small base camp. Let me go ahead and change the audio down just a little bit because the music is quite loud. So pretty much I just allow the town to start. I got myself a little crop area, set up a initial housing area for all of the people who will not have homes, as far as I won't be able to build homes immediately for them, and then just slowly started building up what we need to start out in the game. Obviously, kind of initial things that you need to start is you have to have access to food, which are the crops. You have to have access to wood and lumber to create storage, or not storage, to create heat for everybody that you have, which is the woodcutter and the forester. Then we also need a blacksmith to keep up on tools to allow us to keep working. Along with that, we also are going to need a mine to get the iron to actually run the blacksmith. So it's pretty much setting up a small little town just to allow us to get started. And then after that, the next steps, obviously the herbalist. This is going to be somebody that can heal people once they start getting sick. And then after this point, it's pretty much just slowly starting to build up the town to the point where it's self-functioning, and then just kind of overseeing it, expanding it, and making sure the workload doesn't get too drastic for anybody and too overdone. And then also we have the fish dock, and this is another little way for us to get some food. We do have stored resources right now, which will help us, but at the end of the day, eventually we are going to run out of these stored resources, and we're going to have to go ahead and start collecting resources ourselves and really start getting stuff, you know, set up. So pretty much, I'm just gonna set up this gatherer's hut right here and go ahead and let them sit there and start gathering different things. Again, I don't want to overwork everybody too terribly much, but I do want to allow everybody to have some sort of access to everything else. And then we also are going to have to go ahead and demolish all of these stones right here. And a hunter's cabin probably wouldn't hurt throwing that bad boy like right here. For right now, at least. Everything obviously will be adjusted and moved around at a later point in time, since obviously we have this giant map to explore and to gather resources from. But right now we're right here, so eventually we will have a nice little fishing area in this lake and so on and so forth. So the biggest part of it right now is just making sure that we don't lose anybody and making sure that we take care of everybody that we currently have. So, and along with that, obviously being that we have to go ahead and get everybody set up. So oh, and at the same point in time, something I did miss, we are going to want to go ahead, once I can find it, we need a tailor. There we are. Somebody to go ahead and get all the townspeople their shirts and clothes. Food is low. So, at this point, our mine is almost complete. We got a little trading post set up, and we're going to go ahead and start building this tunnel. The tunnel is pretty much just ease of access to the trading post. Again, nothing is set in stone, and we're not definitive on any of these things right now. But the biggest thing is that, you know, we just have to slowly get resources. Alright, so we are slowly getting down on iron tools and hide coats, which is why we went and just tried to get the tailor up and the blacksmith, obviously, at this current moment in time. Obviously, this moment in time, we won't be able to speed through everything, but the good thing is that at least we have a large portion of what I would consider the initial setups for what you need built and set. So